Global multinationals are betraying Africa by pushing inferior, often harmful products onto the continent. Let's call it for what it is, market apartheid, that dumps inferior products into Africa, while high-quality products are reserved for the West. Let's look at 3 cases that expose this harmful, discriminatory double standard. First, Nestlé's infant nutrition products. According to a report by Public Eye, Nestlé's baby formulas sold in Africa contains added sugars, a known risk factor for obesity, diabetes, and other health issues. Meanwhile, in Europe, Nestlé strictly adheres to the World Health Organization's guidelines that prohibit added sugars for infants under 3. Why does Nestlé feel African infants don't deserve the same protection? It's a choice driven by profit, disregarding health consequences for millions of African children. Next is Procter & Gamble's treatment of Kenyan women through its Always sanitary pads. The pads sold in Kenya have a thin perforated layer made of modified polythene. While this material is effective in retaining moisture and thus containing odors, it also traps heat. That's why many Kenyan women have reported burning sensations, rashes, and itching whenever they have used Always pads. Meanwhile, women in Europe and North America receive higher quality, safer female hygiene products. Why on God's earth would Procter & Gamble expose millions of its loyal female African customers to such potential harm? Because they were bowing to the almighty God of capitalism, where profits have to grow at whatever cost. It's exploitation, plain and simple. A third really disturbing example is Johnson & Johnson's cough syrup for children. Over the last 2 years, several African countries have recalled a batch of Johnson & Johnson's children cough syrup due to high levels of toxicity in one batch of the drugs. Drug regulators in Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe have recalled batch 329203 of the oral medicine typically used to treat coughs, hay fever, and other allergic reactions in children. Such pharmaceutical colonialism from Johnson & Johnson is unacceptable and must be called out. These 3 cases underscore a harsh truth. Numerous global corporations are discriminating against African consumers. We, the African people, are tired of such greedy shenanigans from multinationals. We reject these inferior products and will boycott brands that devalue us by selling to us inferior products. African governments must also step up. They must hold multinationals accountable and demand the same quality of standards enforced in their home countries. To African investors, it's time to build locally by producing our own infant nutrition, hygiene products, medicine, and other critical products. We can break the cycle of dependency on multinationals who exploit us. Africa's market apartheid ends here. The continent is no longer a playing ground for profit-driven exploitation.